Welcome to the Update Tech Skills. In this section, I would like to explain about few Excel tricks such as dependent drop-down list, text functions, and then goal sync. The first one, dependent drop-down, means if I select logical, so based on the header, it has to give the respective details. For example, under that logical, it has if, nested if, and if else. If I just select that drop-down list, it has to show me that correct one. Whenever I select a different column name called lookup, it has to show me VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and XLOOKUP. So it is the dependent drop-down list. The next one is about text functions. How do we get the first and last name in a dynamic way? If I use left and right function, I won't get values in a dynamic way. Here it is showing VBA CODI like that. But here, if I drag this towards down, we'll get the first name in a dynamic way. And finally, how to utilize goal sync. Let's begin. So the first one is about dependent drop-down list. First, I will select all the headers. For that, I will go to the data validation. Under the settings, I will select list. Once I click within that source box, I am able to select Excel cells. Look up to all functions, click on OK. These are the headers. Under this, I'm going to update index function equals to index and then this complete data without the header, comma. This is not horizontal data, so that I will skip this row number syntax by pressing comma. In place of column number, I will update match based on the heading selection, logical, all functions, or lookup, which is sitting in E6, comma. Lookup array means where is that logical inside the source data? It is part of the header, comma, 0 for exact match always, close two brackets, hit enter. Now I can see only one value. On this particular row, there is a value called if. If I just move this location, it will show that nested if. Whenever I select a different column name as lookup, it will show that HLOOKUP based on that particular row. But I want to get the complete details, so that I need to create a drop-down list for that. Before that, if I want to check all the results in the single cell, it is not possible, but inside the formula bar it is possible whenever we press F9. Once we click inside the formula bar, we can press F9 to check all the values, pressing escape to come out of that. But inside that cell, if I want to bring that, I can take that data validation concept again. The logic is to copy paste the formula, selecting the complete formula, copying it, escape, and then data validation, list. Inside the source box, I'm going to paste the formula. Click on OK. Now I will get the drop-down list here. On the same formula cell, we need to create a drop-down list. I'm getting the dependent drop-down list. If I just select the logical one, then I will get that if, nested if is respective to this particular selection, all functions, count if, sum. This is a dependent drop-down list. And the next one is called about text functions. Here I'm having first and last name. I want to bring only first name here. So as per our direction, we need to utilize left function text. In that particular text, comma, how many characters I need to get. So we need to count it manually. Advanced. It has 8 characters. Advanced. Now if I want to get Excel, the last name, I need to use the right function. In this particular text, how many characters it has? 5 characters. We need to count it manually. If I just bring it to down, I'm not able to get first and last name in a dynamic way because the length is not a constant. If I want to get it first name and last name in a dynamic way, that is possible. For that, we need to search blank one. Where is the blank? Search within the quotation, give a space, quotation complete, comma. Within this text, I'm going to search the blank one. It is in the 9th position. So after that, advanced is having 8 characters. After that, it's a blank. So our logic is to get the values before the blank. For that, before that search, I'm just updating proper keys with a left function, selecting that particular cell address, comma. In place of number of characters, I'm updating search that blank one. Before that space, I would like to get all the characters. And after that, I need to close 2 more brackets, proper case and then left function. I got the first name. If I bring it down, I'm able to get the first name in a dynamic way, like this. In the same way, if I want to get last name, that is also possible. First, we will search blank. It is in the 9th position. After that blank, how many characters I'm having, I need to get that. For that, I'll just update length function. This is the text, closing the bracket, minus that search function. Now it is showing there are 5 characters, Excel. So what it will do is, I'm going to this formula, evaluate. A13 is having advanced Excel minus that blank one. It means 14 minus 9. The position number of that blank is 9. So 14 minus 9 is 5 characters. So if I want to get that name or value, then before that length, we should update proper case again with the right function. The cell address is A13, comma. In place of number of characters, I'm updating the same on length, closing 2 more brackets, enter. If I bring it down, I'm able to get last name in a dynamic way. That's it. So this is the most preferable one. And next is about goal seek. Before that, we need to understand this logic. See, here it is unit sold per unit and final value. So we have sold 3000 units, per unit is 120 rupees. So equals to 3000 multiplied 120, 3,60,000 rupees. But the question is, if we need final value as 5 lakhs, if I want to make it as 5 lakh, then how many units do we need to sell? So I'll just take help from goal seek. Goal seek will work only on the formula cell. So this is the formula cell, data, what if analysis, goal seek. Set cell, this is the one, to value. So I want to make it as 5 lakh. Then how many quantities do we need to sell? So I'm going to select this unit sold, click on OK. It will calculate and give the exact one. Okay, 4167 quantities we need to sell. Then only we can achieve that 5 lakh. Next, we are having loan as 8 lakh rupees and interest 13%. We took 60 months, it means 5 years. Then what would be the EMI? So we'll just update payment function. Rate is nothing but that interest divided by 12, 1 year, comma. Net per, it means we took 60 months, comma. PV nothing but previous value. We are going to select that 8 lakh, that is the previous value. It will show with the minus sign because money is going from our end. So 18,200 something we need to pay. But the question is, if I ready to pay 30,000 per month, then how many months do we need to pay? So I'll just click on that formula cell, data, what if analysis, goal seek. It has to change in that particular cell to value. I can ready to pay 30,000. We need to write minus symbol because money is growing from our end. By changing cell, how many months? So that month cell, click on OK, it will calculate. So at least 32 months we need to pay. So in that way, we can take help from this goal seek.